What is going on, my Atomic Auto Works friends? So today we're going to be redoing a Harley Davidson Street Glide seat. Now we just did this seat like, I don't know, a few weeks ago, and it's kind of funny because we had the conversation with our customer and we kind of explained this. You could do a high-end nice seat that's clean, simple, adds value to the motorcycle, and people, you know, men and older, mature people are going to really appreciate it and looks nice. The younger guys sometimes want like just really crazy stuff in your face. So we did the seat. He said, do it the way I want to do it. I did it the way I want to do it, which I thought looked good on the bike. And he said it actually really did look good on the bike, and it was exactly what we said. But he likes to impress everyone, and he likes the shock factor. He wants things really crazy. It's really tough because I don't agree with what he sent me. So when we originally did the seat, he wanted the rear of the seat foamed a specific way. So we had another seat here, and the dealer that we go through that brought us to work actually took a picture here of a seat next to his seat, and he said, yes, exactly, do that. So we did that. We mimicked it exactly, which I thought was weird because it's basically just a Harley seat, and we just took his seat to look just like a different Harley seat, which I thought was crazy. He was confused and wanted it different, and what he ended up wanting was, he calls it the station wagon back seat. So the back of the seat looks like a station wagon. He actually showed me some seats that I personally think are horrendous looking, no offense, because everybody has their own opinion, and I always say what we do you have to like because you look at it every day. We only look at it till it's done and then it's gone. I looked at the seats that he had picked out, not our style, not our thing. One thing I do recommend is if you like specific seats and specific styles, go to the shop that does it the way you like it. Look at our stuff, you can see our style, our flavor, how we do things, and kind of know that this is what you're going to get. These seats are not what we did. So now we're redoing the back of the seat because everybody knows our work, we warranty it. We get a lifetime warranty. As long as I'm alive, bring it back, we'll take care of it. And it's going to be a challenge because I just can't get the flow of the seat wrapped around me. It's going to be really strange. I know we can make it look like what he wants, just hard when we don't see eye to eye on stuff like that. So hopefully we could do this. We're gonna make it a little wild. I can't make it as wild as the one he wants because what he wants is, he has an orange bike and he wants like orange panels all over it and all different colors. And a lot of times if you take like a vinyl or imitation leather and put it up against a motorcycle paint and they're a shade off, it looks horrible. So you either have to be completely off or right on. And I know we're never gonna match it up right on. So that's why I choose orange stitch work. All right, so this is the original seat cover that we did for him, and the seat was shaped totally differently. Now he wants it straight back, so we made it straight back. He wanted it kicked up higher and then straight down, which we do that a lot. We'll bring a seat up and down, but we almost always radius here so that the rear passenger's legs can kind of roll around here. And he doesn't want that. He wants basically a big square. He keeps saying station wagon, station wagon, station wagon. We sent him a picture of the seat and he actually likes this shape here. So now I'm just gonna go through and grind it, clean it all up, make it smooth. And then we're gonna try to make a really wild seat cover for this and use, same thing, we're gonna use the black imitation leather with orange thread, but we're just gonna do a lot more orange and do something a little more radical for him. And hopefully he likes it. I really want him to like it. I want his friends to see it and be like, you know, that's cool. So let's begin. All right, so I'm taping off the seat and I'm trying to come up with a design in my head. He sent me pictures of the seats that he had liked after we had already done the seats, and they're totally not our style at all. But this is kind of what they were looking at. So here's one of the seats. I don't know if you can see that through there. And then the other one is here. None of which are anything like we normally do. The reason that I actually enjoy doing the custom seats for everybody and getting customers' opinion is because it shows you different things, takes you out of your comfort zone, and then sometimes changes your style. This one's gonna be difficult because not only is it not our style, I hate those seats. I think they're just hideous looking. No offense to the seat builders who made them, it's just not our style. He should have probably went to them. So we're going to try to do something better. I did see in one of the pictures he sent me, it had some alligator going down it. Thinking maybe throwing some alligator in there and trying that out. I have to run down and see what we have for exotic materials because I think that might be what he needs. All right, so I went downstairs. He wants wild, and I found something. Orange real ostrich. That's what's going in here. Let's see how it comes out. I am about to do a sample with this ostrich. What I want to do is run some black stitching on it and see if it offsets it. I'm always worried because, like I said before, when you're trying to put colors that match bikes on the seats. If they're off a little bit, they usually don't look good. Sometimes to counteract that, what I'll do is, knowing that I feel this should be a little bit darker, we'll put some black stitch work on top of this, and that'll kind of meld the color combination together a little bit. I usually don't like personally sewing heavy or any thread on a heavy grain material like this ostrich where you have the quills sticking out. We have some of our vendors actually love it. One of them will do shark seats with a heavy texture, then he'll put crazy graphics through it with stitching, and I personally don't like it, but he loves it and we've done a lot for him. So it's about what you want, not what I want. So I'm gonna do this little sample here and we're gonna try it out. If it works, great. We're gonna be using 1/2-inch sew foam, which most of the stuff we use is 1/4-inch sew foam because it looks a little tighter, cleaner, and crisper. This one here, the seats that he showed me were very puffy seats, and so I'm thinking that that's what he wants to go with. We're going to use a 1/2-inch sew foam, and then we're going to stitch through it and see how it looks. Okay, so we have our basic pattern here. What we're going to do, it seems simple. I'm just doing the orange ostrich in the middle sections, and then we're going to do some custom stitch work on the sides here with the orange thread. The original seat we did, we used an actual brighter orange stitch. When I look at his bike, it looks more burnt orange to me, so I'm going to use a burnt orange thread on this one now. It'll also tone it down a little bit because the orange for the ostrich is going to be a little bit brighter than it should be. When the bike gets sun hit, like sunlight on it, you can see it almost has like a lighter, not like a candy look to it, but definitely where the sunlight's hitting is a lot lighter orange. So I'm hoping that it will work with that aspect, and then we'll be able to throw it off and have all these colors meld together and still look good on the bike. Okay, so I decided to go with something a little different. Instead of straight lines or diamonds or something like that, we're just going to have this like little 40-degree break and see how this looks against the ostrich. I just sewed up this mock-up panel. Well, mock-up, we're going to use it. I think this is just more in the line of what he's going to want. I actually like a little simpler. I know what he wants really wild and bold, but I think we're going to put this orange ostrich in it with this. I use more of a burnt orange stitching on it so you can see it's not as bright. I'm trying to tone down the brightness of the orange, and I think it's actually working. By having the black in here and this burnt orange, I think it'll fit a lot better on his bike. Now we're going to start sewing everything up together and see what it looks like. Okay, so I'm just pinning up the seat now so I could actually make the bottom of it. I want to kind of pre-test fit it, make sure everything's going to work. Pull our flaps in, make sure that's going to look good. I think we're good to go here. I'm just going to mark the bottom of it, make the bottom piece, and then we can put it together and see what it looks like. Fingers crossed. For you, it seems like 1 split second. For me, it's been a little bit because I was trimming the seat and cut through the ostrich. So I just had to redo most of the seat. Now that the cover is done, we are gonna go put it back on, or put it on for the first time and see what it looks like. All right, so the cover appears to be going on fairly well. And it looks better than I thought it was gonna look. Just gonna heat it up, staple it, and see what it looks like. Okay, and just like that, the Street Glide seat is all set, and hopefully he likes it. It's a lot wilder than it was with a little bit more, well, a lot more orange on it. And we did the ostrich down the center, black imitation leather with a heavy 201 thickness thread, and the thread is more of a burnt orange than the bright orange to kind of go with this burnt orange bike, and I really hope he likes it. Thank you for watching. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, follow, ring the bell. We appreciate it. Thank you.